the season of evil. Hey, a bit Stephen, the old Yorkshire geek, and a bit of Star Trek news. Huzzah! From LeVar Burton, who's giving his thoughts on the Star Trek Legacy spin-off. Hashtag Star Trek Legacy. The series that everybody seems to want except Alex Kurtzman. But anyway, before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. Explore the description. Where they go, it says there, links in description. There are many links in the description for like social medias and other stuff, merch, Patreon. Become a member. There isn't a link for that in the description, but click the join button and become a member, and then you'll see early access stuff and exclusive things as well. Right, let's get on with this article. So this is from Cinema Blend, but we'll have a look at that now, shall we? There it is. Star Trek's LeVar Burton didn't hold back his thoughts on a Picard Legacy spin-off and explained why the idea still makes so much sense, says Mick Just. Probably mispronouncing that. But Mick just totally agrees with him. I think in this article, I haven't read it, but I've like skimmed through it. I think Mick just gives his thoughts. So when I'm saying I'm not meaning me, I'm meaning Mick. And there's LeVar Burton in Star Trek Picard Season 3. To be honest, I wish something had have happened and he'd have had to go back to his beret, his visor. I wish he'd have said something like, "Oh, my implants never worked out and I had to go back to the visor." But no. Because you think wearing contact lenses would be harder work than, having a lightweight piece of plastic there. But obviously not. When Star Trek Picard Season 3 ended, there were rampant calls for a spin-off, which many codenamed Star Trek Legacy, including Terry Matalas. Showrunner Terry Matalas assured fans Paramount was aware of their requests, but those who peep our upcoming Trek shows rundown will note it's not on the list. There's a link there for you to look at. Link for this article is in the description. While talk about the spin-off has diminished as of late, LeVar Burton's latest comments may get the conversation going as strong as it ever was. Burton didn't hold back when asked by TV Line about Patrick Stewart's comments at New York Comic Con a couple of years ago, when he said the adventures of the Next Generation crew were not over. The actor was asked to weigh in on that, and he talked through what he thought his co-star was getting at. Quote, "I think he was reflecting genuinely the sentiment then and now. At least for us, the cast and the audience 2 years on seems to be just as interested in the idea of legacy as when Picard was just airing. I know that I personally, Mick, the author, was so convinced Star Trek Legacy would happen to the point that I assumed it was secretly already in the works. Same here, mid-2025. I'm clinging to that date." Either for something to happen or an announcement or something. A trailer or whatever. Of course, time went by with no updates on a follow-up, and when Terry Matalas was announced as showrunner for Marvel's Vision series, some lost hope of it ever happening. Alex Kurtzman, I nearly forgot his name then. Alex Kurtzman obviously doesn't want Legacy to happen. He wants his Star Trek Academy. He wants that to happen. Do you know why? Because he's a friggin' idiot. I hate Alex Kurtzman. I do, with a passion. I'm not a very hateful person. There are very few people that I hate in the world, but I think I hate Alex Kurtzman. I'm sure he's a lovely man if you meet him, socially. But just what he's done to Star Trek just does my head in. Anyway. Personally, and I'm a fan of Lower Decks, but I know that Alex Kurtzman didn't have a lot to do with that. He's there as a producer, but he's not very hands-on. Until now, in Season 3, apparently. Personally, I think the Vision series only helps the odds of Star Trek Legacy happening, as there will be more demand for Matalas after he wraps the project. But it could be argued, if there's more in demand, he'd get taken elsewhere, rather than, Star Trek getting him. But that's just my opinion. But plus, Alex Kurtzman doesn't want Legacy to happen because it's not his baby like Starfleet Academy is. LeVar Burton admitted he has no idea what the future plans are for Star Trek, but considering he's a veteran of the business who knows about Hollywood, he pointed to Starfleet Academy as a reason why it would make sense for them to pursue Legacy afterward. Quote, "I'm not close to the brain trust over there." That's, that should be in quotes, that, shouldn't it? Brain trust. Anyway, "but I see that they are all in on Starfleet Academy." Alex Kurtzman is. And he pays the bill, he signs the checks, doesn't he? "In this age of cutting back and retrenching in the entertainment space, I imagine they're going to focus on that until they feel like they might be able to focus on something else. And I would think that given the opportunity and the resources, that they would want to do this. It makes so much sense." You know what I hope happens? I don't sound horrible. I hope that when Skydance finally finish this takeover, or whatever it's called, merger, whatever you want to call it, that they just have a look and say, you know what, even though we've spent like a lot of money on Starfleet Academy, on all the sets and stuff like that, probably tens of millions of dollars, maybe more, maybe 100 million, I don't know, but a lot of money, even before they've shot a frame of film or video or whatever they're filming it on. That they just say, you know what, it'd just be cheaper, just write it off as a tax thing, just write it off and we'll start again. I would piss myself laughing. "I agree," says Mick, "with LeVar Burton that Star Trek is going all in on Starfleet Academy. That was evident enough when they brought in Oscar winner Holly Hunter and followed that up with the casting of the legendary Paul Giamatti." Is he an Oscar winner as well? Not sure. Might be. I'm sure he won an Oscar for something like Upside Down or something like that. Or the other fellow that won. Can't remember. Anyway. Then they went ahead and added a number of Discovery actors and Voyager's Robert Picardo. It's clear, to me at least, that a lot is being put on this show to deliver, which may be why so many others were cancelled ahead of it. But it's in the 32nd century and nobody cares about that time frame. Apart from Alex Kurtzman. And a small number of fans. I also can agree with the idea that if Star Trek is prioritising big shows that have known actors and familiarity, the Legacy spin-off is another great choice. That said, LeVar Burton and others can only advocate for Paramount to make the call and bring the series back, and who knows what other factors come into play. I can only hope that they take it if there's still an appetite for the series, when the opportunity is there for Alex Kurtzman and others to sign on for it. For now, we can enjoy the final season of Star Trek Lower Decks, which has new episodes out on Thursdays. It's already off to a great start, yes it is, and I'm sure it will finish strong as we see what's coming up for the Cerritos crew. Yes, that's it, there we go. Yes, Lower Decks is really, really good, and I'm reviewing each episode this week. This week's episode, by the way, review of Lower Decks, will be a recorded one, not a live one like I did last week, because I'm busy on tomorrow, with it being Halloween and all that. Anyway, back to Star Trek Legacy. As I said, I've still got my hopes that it is going to happen, and I've still got that mid-2025 thing. It's a bit of a joke, I know it's a joke, but I'm still holding on to it. It's become a meme in my brain that I want to be true. As I said earlier, with this Skydance takeover, things are still a little bit up in the air, in my opinion. Alex Kurtzman recently announced a second season for Starfleet Academy, even though the first season hasn't even aired. Has it started filming yet? Maybe it has, I don't know. We've not seen any set photos, we've just been told there's a massive set. I don't think we've seen any set photos. We've seen the cast, they all got together, didn't they? They were like a cast photo, but they weren't in costume or anything like that. So maybe there's still a chance for it not to happen. You know what, I would hope so, because I don't want to see Starfleet Academy. I didn't even want to see a Starfleet Academy show when they were on about it way back when, in the 80s and 90s or whatever. They were on about doing a Starfleet Academy set in the original series movie time frame, that time frame where they'd be wearing the what they call it, Amazing Maroon or whatever it's called, Monster Maroon, the movie uniforms. And I didn't even want to see it then. I don't see a load of kids running about. Not kids, but teenagers, you know what I mean? Young adults running about, pretending to be Starfleet officers. I want to see proper Starfleet officers going out and having adventures. And doing amazing things. And fighting aliens and doing diplomacy and all that stuff. Right, so we'll leave it there. So, thanks for watching, and wherever you are, look after each other, and until next time, I'll say this.